Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been 4 years since Zack Snyder's Justice League finally saw the light of day on HBO Max, giving fans the director's true vision after years of campaigning with the Release the Snyder Cut movement. While the 4-hour epic delivered on many fronts, it also introduced numerous plot threads and teases for a larger story that Snyder had planned for his Justice League trilogy. With DC Studios now moving in an entirely new direction under James Gunn and Peter Safran, those sequels are almost certainly never going to materialize. Today, we're diving deep into the biggest unresolved plot threads from Zack Snyder's Justice League, the dangling narrative elements that would have paid off in those unmade sequels. Let's explore what could have been and what Snyder himself has revealed about his plans. Plot thread number 1, Lois Lane's pregnancy. One of the most subtle yet significant plot threads in the Snyder Cut was Lois Lane's pregnancy. Throughout the film, we see several clear confirmations. Lois regularly visiting the Superman memorial, taking what appears to be a pregnancy test, and Martha Kent mentioning that he knows you're carrying his child. Snyder has since confirmed that Lois was indeed pregnant with Superman's child, adding an even more tragic dimension to that nightmare sequence where Superman cradles Lois's charred remains. Imagine the emotional weight of knowing he lost not just the love of his life, but their unborn child as well. According to Snyder's revealed plans, this pregnancy would have played a crucial role in his trilogy. In an interesting twist of fate, their son would have grown up without powers in a world dominated by Darkseid and eventually taken up the mantle of Batman after Bruce Wayne's death. Talk about a legacy character. The son of Superman becoming the next Batman would have been a fascinating evolution for the DC universe on screen. Plot thread number 2, Darkseid's invasion. The Snyder Cut's ending makes it clear that Darkseid isn't finished with Earth. After learning that the anti-life equation, the mathematical formula that would allow him to control all sentient life, resides on our planet, the ruler of Apocalypse declares he will gather his forces for a full-scale invasion. Snyder's planned sequels would have shown this invasion in all its apocalyptic glory. According to storyboards and interviews, Darkseid would have succeeded in finding the anti-life equation and using it to corrupt Superman after killing Lois Lane. This would have led directly to the Knightmare timeline we glimpsed in both Batman v Superman and the Snyder Cut's epilogue. The Knightmare wasn't just a possible future, it was the future that would have happened without intervention. This explains why Flash travels back in time in Batman vs. Superman, warning Bruce that Lois is the key. Preventing Lois's death would have been crucial to stopping Superman's fall to Darkseid's influence. What makes this even more intriguing is Snyder's incorporation of multiverse concepts throughout the film. The mother boxes singing to each other across vast distances hints at connections between different realities, something that could have expanded into a full multiverse exploration in the sequels. Plot thread number 3, Lex Luthor reveals Batman's identity. The post-credits scene between Lex Luthor and Slade Wilson was drastically different in the Snyder Cut compared to the theatrical version. While the 2017 cut teased an Justice League formation, Snyder's original vision was setting up Ben Affleck's solo Batman film. In this scene, Luthor reveals Batman's secret identity to Deathstroke, giving him the ultimate advantage in his vendetta against the Dark Knight. This was meant to directly set up Affleck's Batman film, which would have featured Deathstroke as the main antagonist, using his knowledge of Bruce Wayne's dual identity to dismantle his life piece by piece. Joe Manganiello, who played Deathstroke, has since revealed details about Affleck's script, describing it as having a horror movie vibe with Deathstroke systematically destroying Bruce's life. Unfortunately, with Affleck's departure from the role and the DCU reboot, this potentially groundbreaking Batman story will never see the light of day. Plot thread number 4, Clark Kent's return. With Clark Kent officially declared dead after the events of Batman vs. Superman, his resurrection posed an interesting question. How would Superman maintain his civilian identity? The Snyder Cut's ending shows Clark returning to the Kent farm, suggesting he would indeed reclaim his life as Clark Kent. According to Snyder, Superman would have continued wearing the black suit for some time as he reconnected with his humanity. The symbolism is clear. The black suit represents his journey back from death, a period of transformation and healing. What's particularly interesting is that in the Knightmare future, Superman is back in his traditional red and blue, but as a corrupted version under Darkseid's control. This suggests a twisted transformation where Superman appears more traditional on the outside while being fundamentally corrupted within. Snyder has mentioned that Superman's journey back to humanity would have been a major theme in the sequels, exploring how someone who died and returned grapples with their place in the world. Plot thread number 5, the Knightmare timeline. The Knightmare epilogue is perhaps the most tantalizing tease of what could have been. This dystopian future shows an unlikely alliance between Batman, Joker, Deathstroke, Mera, Flash, and Cyborg, the last heroes standing against a Superman corrupted by the anti-life equation. This scene raises countless questions. How did these specific characters survive? What happened to Wonder Woman and Aquaman? Why does Batman need Joker's help? And what exactly are they looking for that could help Flash travel back in time? According to Snyder's revealed plans, this scene would have taken place in Justice League 3, with the heroes seeking a cosmic treadmill to send Flash back in time. The conversation between Batman and Joker was added during reshoots and wasn't part of Snyder's original plan, but it adds fascinating depth to their relationship. Plot thread number 6, Wonder Woman's return to Themyscira. The Snyder Cut ends with Diana looking contemplatively toward the sea, suggesting a return to Themyscira might be in her future. This is made more significant by Cyborg's vision showing Darkseid burning Queen Hippolyta's body in front of her fellow Amazons. Snyder's plans for Wonder Woman were complex and evolved over time. Originally, he intended to use Dr. Poison from the first Wonder Woman film to devastate Themyscira with a biological weapon. Later plans shifted to Darkseid, directly attacking the island and killing Hippolyta, as seen in Cyborg's vision. This plot thread ties into the larger theme of the heroes losing their homes and loved ones to Darkseid's conquest. Aquaman would witness Atlantis' destruction, Diana would lose Themyscira, and Superman would be corrupted after Lois' death, leaving Batman as the only one capable of leading the resistance, having already lost everything in his life. The emotional weight of Diana losing her mother and homeland would have been a powerful development for her character, pushing her toward even greater heroism in the face of overwhelming loss. Plot thread number 7, Martian Manhunter's arrival. One of the most surprising additions to the Snyder Cut was the revelation that General Swanwick had been Martian Manhunter all along, secretly observing humanity. His appearance at Bruce's lakeside home suggests he's ready to join the fight against Darkseid. What's fascinating is that this wasn't Snyder's original plan. The director intended for Jon Stewart's Green Lantern to appear in this scene, but Warner Brothers requested he not use the character due to other plans for Green Lantern at the time. Martian Manhunter was the compromise. This change raises intriguing questions about how Jon Johns would have fit into the larger narrative. As a powerful telepath and shapeshifter who had been monitoring Earth's heroes for years, he would have brought valuable perspective and abilities to the team. Snyder has mentioned that Martian Manhunter would have played a significant role in the sequels, particularly in the resistance against Darkseid. His transformation from observer to active participant represents the stakes becoming so high that even those who preferred to remain hidden must now step forward. Well, there we have it. Zack Snyder's Justice League stands as both a remarkable achievement and a bittersweet reminder of what could have been. These unresolved plot threads offer a glimpse into an ambitious, epic trilogy that would have transformed the DC universe on screen. While we may never see these stories play out as Snyder intended, the director has been remarkably open about his plans, sharing storyboards, concept art, and detailed explanations of where the story was headed. This transparency has allowed fans to piece together the larger narrative and appreciate the groundwork laid in his completed films. As DC Studios forges ahead with a new universe under different leadership, the Snyder Cut remains a testament to a singular creative vision, one that dared to take iconic characters to dark, challenging places while maintaining a core of hope and heroism. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that like button and subscribe for more DC content. Let me know in the comments which of these unresolved plot threads you would have most wanted to see play out. Well, that's us for today. Till next time, thanks for watching.